welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the sole aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social change through women empowerment. Yes, so welcome to the award-winning Her Majesty blog. My name is Temo and I will be your host for tonight. Welcome to our show. It is within her. You ask yourself what it is all about. It is within her is basically our slogan, and it basically goes along the journeys of amazing women at the forefront of pageants to find out what it's like to be pioneering women. We go find out from the queens, the princesses, the organizers, everybody, to really just find out what it's like to be pioneering people in the pageant industry. If it's your first time watching us, do follow us on our social media platforms. Feel free to like, to subscribe, and to really just show us some love. We really, really appreciated the site. But without wasting any time, tonight I have an absolutely amazing guest. Her name is Nikwe Makondo, and she is Miss Teen South Africa first princess. Let me welcome her. Miss Teenager SA, second princess Nikwe. I'm so excited for our conversation. I hope you are just as excited. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. And how are you?
I am good, thanks. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Oh my gosh, you look so stunning.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. You know what? Let's get right into things, So I'm going to start things off with a bit of an icebreaker, We want to get to know you better. We want you to be comfortable. We want to, take it easy and have a nice chat here. So, one has to go. Is it a crown or a sash?
Pardon?
One has to go. So, meaning choose one out of all these items that I'm going to mention to you right now. So one has to go. Is it a crown or a sash?
That's a hard decision. I think the crown will have to go. Reason being, I think because the sash has the name on it, you're basically carrying the brand, and everyone can see, what you're representing and who you're representing. Whereas with the crown, I mean,
it can be any crown.
It can be any crown. Just a disclaimer though for everyone watching, because of load shedding, my lights might come on during the live. So if that happens, please don't be deterred. It's just, load shedding. So yes.
Look, we are living in sunny South Africa, so I'm sure everybody will understand that these things definitely happen. And Miss Universe or Miss World?
Miss Universe.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
Why?
I think because it's a bigger platform.
Okay.
Yes. Huh. Never actually thought about this, but Miss Universe.
Pageantry or modeling?
I'm gonna say. Oh, this is hard. This is so hard.
we had to go deep. We had to do our research. We had to get to know you and put you in the spot, Hanyan.
Okay. I'd say modeling. I think because for me it feels more long term, if that makes sense.
All right.
You have to hand it over at some point. Modeling, for me it feels more long term. There are more monetary benefits as well.
Okay. Securing the bag, I see. All right. And for those who don't know, who is Nikwe Makondo? Where is she from? What does she do? Share your lovely self with our viewers tonight.
Alright, hi guys, my name is Nikwe Makondo. I'm 19 years old and I come from Limpopo, Malamlele. I'm a Tsonga speaking girl. I'm 19 years old and I am studying international relations at the University of Pretoria. I do modeling.
I'm losing you a
about
bit. I
that.
don't know if you're able to
Yes, I'm
hear
a model.
me.
Yes, I can still hear you.
All right, great stuff.
Hello? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you better now.
Okay. As I was saying, I'm a model. I do pageantry, and I'm currently the second princess from Miss Teenager South Africa 2022. I am absolutely a gym fanatic. I really enjoy going to the gym, and I'm a makeup artist part-time.
I mean, look at your face, girl. Like you've got this beat that's saying, I'm trying to be subtle, but look, I'm still serving face. You look so stunning. It
Thank you so
definitely
much.
explains why you're looking so gorgeous. Wow.
Thank
Are
Hi.
we back? Are we back? Are we back?
Yes, we good.
All right. So, what is your favorite pastime?
Like I said, I'm a gym fanatic, so for me, it would have to be going to the gym. I really enjoy working
All
out. Another thing
right.
would
So,
be
are you consistent? Are you like a Monday to Friday girl? Are you?
okay, I'm gonna be honest. Initially I was, I think first semester, but with second semester going back on campus, there's literally no time. So I've reduced my amount of gym days, but I'm still as consistent as I used to be. It's just not the same, obviously, because balancing school. But yeah, I'm a three times a week type of girl, you know.
All right. No, fair
Yeah.
enough. Like, look, you're balancing these things. They need to
Yes.
understand. No, we get it. We totally get it. And now the reason why we have you here, where, how, and when did your pageant journey begin?
hmm So my pageant journey started in 2017. There was a
All
local
right.
pageant back at home in Limpopo. It was a very small pageant. It's no longer there. And my friend had encouraged me to enter as my first pageant. She's like, no, just enter. We don't have a lot of entries. Just try. And I did it, and I won. It was called Miss Grace Embassy, and that was my first pageant. And I won. I was
Ooh,
like,
go
oh,
girl.
okay. Okay, maybe this might be my thing, you first maybe
Mm,
think, nah, okay, it's gonna go well for me. Then I entered Miss Insurance Schools in 2018, and I
okay.
ended up in the semifinals. It really didn't go well. My stage fright was
Hmm.
okay. There we go. My stage fright was through the roof. We have lights. So yes, so I
Yes, let there be like something like a moment there.
so yeah, I entered Miss Insurance Schools, and it really didn't go my way. Then I entered Miss Gauteng Schools. I had to pull out because of matric. It was really clashing with my exams. And then
Hmm.
Miss Josie, I entered Miss Josie in 2020, and I made it to the top 25, I believe. That was really, really great.
Yes.
And then after that, we have Miss Teenager South Africa.
Oh
And here I am
wow.
as the second runner up. So it's really been a long time coming. It's been a lot of hard work, coaches, practicing. So yeah.
Oh wow, that is so amazing. And I think it's so affirming, like what you mentioned, that your first pageant really just tells you that maybe I actually stand a chance here. Maybe, you know
Mhm.
what, I'm actually really good at this, And we're
Yes.
so glad that you didn't get discouraged along the way when, you know what, things didn't go your way because look, it
Yeah.
really just reminded you that you still got it. And look, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
Mm-hmm. True.
And who is your biggest pageant role model?
Ooh, okay, this one is difficult, but I would have to say Shirifadzo Musida. Reason being, I really resonate with her.
Home girl advantage. We see you.
Yes. The reason being, I really resonate with her bold yet calm character. I feel like I'm similar. I'm not the loudest person in the room, but I still manage to stand out.
Oh yeah.
Another reason being, we are in the same niche academically. So she did her honors in international relations at WITS, and I'm currently doing international relations. So, yeah, I feel
Wow.
like really she just broke stereotypes by just being herself and putting herself out there. And yeah.
and you the way you carry yourself, like, you know, you give this aura, you have a calm nature, and I like that. So I totally
Thank you so
understand how
much.
you resonate with her.
Thank you.
And speaking of all great things, you are currently the second princess for Miss Teens Africa. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Woo!
you.
You know what, Miss Teens Africa is really a big pageant, and I think, you know, lots of girls really grow up wanting to enter it. And look, you really made it as the second princess. And for those that are wondering, what are some of the duties that you get to do as second runner-up?
So, as a second runner-up, essentially, I become a spokesperson or brand ambassador for the Miss South Africa, Miss Teenager South Africa, pardon me, organization.
No, it's
And
fine. You can still manifest that as well. Like, you can work to, like,
yeah,
I like that. I like this era. No, I see you.
manifesting.
But for now, yes.
Yes. So essentially, I'm a brand ambassador for the Miss Teenager South Africa organization. And I'm here really to do what I said I was going to do when I entered. My advocacy was really focused on youth entrepreneurship and mobilizing young people into entrepreneurship. And that is what I am supposed to continue to do with this platform, because that is why I entered in the first place. So, yes.
Right. I think I also like that you actually have duties that, you know, set you apart. You know, I think it's so important that as the princesses as well, you do not feel as though you're just there. If I'm
Yes.
being honest, because sometimes it's so easy to feel like you know your role not recognized as opposed to the queen. You know, I like the way that the sisterhood thing is being created, and then you also just feel of value, and that, you know what, you also
Yes.
just cementing your place in the royalty of the pageant. And speaking of that, what advice would you give, you know, to other princesses who tend to feel as though that, you know what, they're somewhat fading in the background when it comes to being part of a pageant organization?
Uh-huh. Okay, so for me, after the crowning, I had a few people telling me that I was celebrating, being the second runner-up as if I had won. And for me, it's really about understanding that with God, there are no coincidences. I am there
Yes.
because God placed me there, and that's where He wants me to be, and I have a role to play there. So in every room that I enter, I have to
Mm,
enter like God sent me there. I have to take there are opportunities in every place that you might find yourself in. So don't ever downplay yourself, or think because I came third, there's no use in celebrating it, or I'm fading into the background. Shine exactly where you are, because God put you there for a reason. So yeah.
wow, that is so powerful because, you know, I think most people lose that in not knowing that there's actually value in being who
In
you
where you
are. You
are.
know, I think the moment you know, I think it's so powerful what we tell ourselves as opposed to what we hear from other people. So
Exactly.
once you are already downplaying your role there, then it's over. Like, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Every other external voice as well will make you feel like you're in the background. But once you
Yes.
feel that you solidified your place and that you are, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Oh, all right. It just paused a bit there. But yeah,
Okay.
once you really feel as though you're of value, you know what, whatever else comes outside is really
Yes.
just a drop in the
It's just
ocean.
extra. Yes.
Ah, look, I love it, love it, love it, love it. You're also part of Prim Pageant Coaching. What are some of the
Yes.
benefits of having a pageant coach?
Mm-hmm. So for me, having a pageant coach was really important, because as much as I had entered pageants before, I felt like I needed
Mm-hmm.
to sharpen my craft or polish my skill. Having a pageant coach really makes things easier. It takes a lot of the weight off, because you get to polish yourself. They get to guide you through everything, because pageantry is a lot. It can be overwhelming, and
It
when you take it on your own,
is.
doesn't make it any easier. So having a pageant coach really provides you that extra support. Before I got my pageant coach, I didn't know what sort of outfits should one wear for an interview. How must one carry themselves? So I really was just going in. So if one can, afford to have a coach, then go for it, because I feel like it's a great investment into your career.
I don't know if if you mind me asking, right, was this your first coaching sort of platform you going to find with a coach, or have you always had a coach?
No, so yes, it is. It's not my first time having a coach. In 2018, I had another coach, but I wasn't with them for long because of finances. I couldn't afford to have a coach back then. So I've been with Prem since 2020, mid 2020. Yes. 2021. Yes, sorry.
I think I lost you a bit, but yeah, you were
Can you hear
saying
me now?
2020. I had 2021, 22.
Oh no, I was saying I've been with Prem since mid 2021. Yes.
Since you won.
No, mid 2021, in the middle of 2021.
Oh, okay. All right. Got
Yes.
that. Got that. And then you mentioned affordability a lot in, this issue that has to do with pageant coaching, right? Please, if you don't mind sharing with those that are watching, give us a range of how much does it cost to have a pageant coach? Does it depend on who you approach? Or because I think also people get confused between, having a pageant coach and a pageant mentor. Like, do they both play the same role? Is it the same thing that you get to pay them? And yeah, what's the range, that you get to pay for a pageant coach?
Okay, so I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to that, but I
I
think
don't know
it
if
really
you still hear
depends.
me.
Can you hear me? Sorry. I can still hear you clearly.
All right, great.
Okay. Yeah. So I was saying I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to that, but I really think it depends on who you approach and the area that you're in. So I think if the prices in Johannesburg will differ from the prices in Pretoria or elsewhere. It also depends on how big the organization is or if it's just a single person. So I think that's where it differs. But for me, honestly, it's been affordable because the person that I approached caters for students because she's based in Pretoria, University of Pretoria. That's where a lot of students are. So that's how I'm able to, afford coaching for now. So yeah, around, because I've paid between 350 to 500. Let me say that's the range for me. That's what I know of. Yes, between 350, 500. Yeah.
350 and 450 per what, per session? Was it? I didn't get that properly.
Per month. 350 to 450 per month.
Okay. All right. No, I totally understandable, and I'm sure for those that are also just wondering, like myself, they have an idea as to just the range that one would, be looking at when it has to do with pageant coaching and so forth. And one brave move which you've made, and I think I say brave because not everybody has it in them to really just do this. And that is when you were a part of the Miss Tembisa pageant. There's a point where you filled in a withdrawal, basically, that you would like to withdraw due to mental health decisions. How important was the decision for you?
I really think for me, catering for yourself is important. I tend to be one person who sets myself aside for other people. And I think one of the biggest fears when it came to pulling out was for my supporters. People have supported me throughout this journey, and pulling out would have felt like an injustice to them. But I really had to make a decision for myself. Because with pageantry, with being a pageant model, you're not just a model, you're a representative, you're a giver. You're pouring into an empty cup. Can you hear me? I think I lost you.
Yes,
There for a
it
second.
was reconnecting a bit there, but yeah, I think I've got you back now.
Okay. No, I was just saying, as a model, as a pageant model, you're a representative and you're a giver. So it's like you're constantly pouring, you're constantly giving, you're constantly working. And if you're not pouring into yourself, then at some point you're pouring into an empty cup, right? Because remember, you are working towards a title. You're working towards being part of this organization, being part of this platform that's not only going to bring opportunities but for you, but for everyone else. This platform that's going to allow you to serve on a larger scale. So it's work. You're putting in work. And if you're not in a good position mentally, you won't be able to do it to the best of your ability. So I took the decision upon myself to withdraw, pour into myself, and then come back when I feel ready, when I'm, sane. So yeah, it's really about catering for yourself and looking out for yourself.
Oh, wow. And I think it's taken for granted that pageantry needs one with a really good mental capacity, if you can call it that. I think we once had a question on a platform, a discussion rather, where we were saying that how important is, mental health where pageants are related, because, you put yourself out there. And I think now more than ever, with us, it has to do with social media as well. If you don't put yourself or pour into yourself to be confident and know that, what, I'm not defined by a crown, I'm not defined by a sash, I'm not defined by this and that, then you could easily find yourself in quite a bit of a struggle mental health wise.
Yes, and for me, I didn't want to let's say I won, right? Or if it's on my side. Hello? You're cutting a bit there. Can you hear me?
I think it could be both our sides because of the load shedding networks.
Yes.
Just take. You were back for
but
a
I can hear.
second. I don't know if you're still back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, let's keep trying. Let's keep trying.
You're back.
I think load shedding is just jealous. Like, it's just not in the way. It's trying to stand in the way of our greatness. Can you hear me now?
But yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Guys.
I can hear you clearly. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, you're cutting a bit, but yeah.
Okay, I hope you guys can hear me now. I was saying that for me, another reason was, let's say I had pushed on and won Miss Timbisa. I didn't want to be carrying a crown without being able to fully perform its duties because of my mental health, because I was not okay, because I was exhausted. I wanted, if I was going to carry that crown, if I was going to be in that platform, I wanted to be fully there and to be fully present and to be fully capable, of carrying out the duties and being that representative that I need to be. So, yeah.
Wow, that is so, so important. And how much does being self-aware mean to you? Like, what is being self-aware, in your own terms?
I think for me, being self-aware is really important because you're in a world where other people's opinions, other people's experiences are constantly, we're constantly being bombarded by other people's opinions and other people's experiences because we don't live this life alone, So for me, being self-aware is really about knowing who you are, what you want, and yeah, it's really about knowing who you are and what you want. And I think being self-aware really helps us feel like we're in control of our lives, because a lot of the times we might feel like our lives are out of control. We don't know where we're going, we don't know what we want, we don't know what's next. So being self-aware, knowing what you want, knowing who you are, it makes me feel like I'm more in control of my own life. And I really think the path to being self-aware. I don't know everything, but for me it's really about, spending time with yourself and pouring into yourself. Like I said, there's really power in, some form of isolation. Don't be alone all the time, but isolation can really, really be great, in terms of you finding who you are, knowing what you want, what your goals are, and what you want for your life.
Oh wow, that is so so powerful, and I think it's really quite a lesson for young people in general that you know what it makes life easier when you're self-aware, because like we mentioned how the external voices can be a lot, especially as we're growing. So when you're self-aware, you content within yourself, then it's really, hey man, I think it's small waters when you're really just self-aware and know who you
Yes.
are and where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Oh, I had such a wonderful chat with you. Like, I just want this to go on and on and on. And I just, as we're just drawing towards closure, I want to ask you, what do you want to be remembered as one day?
Oh, so I really want to be remembered as a woman who exudes love. I think we focus a lot on material legacies, and that's great. I also want to have some material legacies of my own. I want to be wealthy, but I really want to be remembered for how I impacted people's lives, because we live with people. You're not in this life thing alone. It's not
Yeah.
easy for anyone, so I really just want to be remembered for how I impacted people's lives.
Oh wow, that is so powerful. And I believe it's also a quote by Maya Angelou that people don't always remember how
How
what
you made them feel.
what you tell them, or how you, I can't remember it, but they remember how you made them feel. I'm
Yes,
paraphrasing
yes,
right now.
yes, you're right,
So
you're right.
definitely, definitely. Ah, so I wanna just ask you our signature question here on Her Majesty, which also happens to be one of, our objectives, is revolutionizing the standards of beauty. I wanna ask you, Nikwe Makondo, what does beauty mean to you?
This this feels like such a full circle moment for me, because funny enough, this was the same question that I was asked at the finale for Miss Teenager South Africa.
Wow.
And it just came to me that, my answer from then has kind of changed, and it just made me realize that as humans, we change so quickly in short amounts of time. But for me, I think beauty is inherently an opinionated concept because of human psychology. It's really based on preferences, so
Mm.
that's why different people have different ideas of beauty. And for me, it's really not. It has nothing to do about the physical. I think for me, beauty is in everything that makes life worth living. So any person, any event, any image, whatever it is that makes you happy, that makes you feel like you want to continue living, for me, I find beauty in that.
Wow. If this is a top 10 question, you'd be in top five question, we'd be crowning you right now, because that is definitely one of the
Oh,
best answers we
imagine.
have received here on this platform. And it's so powerful. And you know what
Thank
I like about what
you.
you said? That your answer has transitioned, because it shows, it just goes to that as people, we're never stagnant, We're
Yes,
always
exactly.
evolving and we're moving towards the best versions of ourselves. So, absolutely, absolutely love it. And we love you, and we're grateful that you have spent
Thank
time with us on our
you.
platform.
Thank you for having me. I really, really enjoyed myself.
Ah, glad that you
I
enjoyed yourself
really,
on our platform.
I really anticipated this interview because let me tell you, I watch your guys' lives and I'm like, one day I also want to be interviewed by them, and here
Oh
I
my gosh, and
am.
here is your moment.
So I'm really, really grateful to be afforded the opportunity to come on here, and to speak my mind.
Thank you so much for your honesty, for your authenticity, and really just gracing us with your presence on our platform. We wish you all the best for the rest of your reign. Keep shining, and you know what? There has been so many amazing comments. I think I'll just read two of them as I'm going through. But you know what? I'm sure you've been seeing the hearts as well,
I've
Nsinzi
been see.
Harry says they can't stop your shine. And let me see. Oh goodness. There's been so much love, so many fire emojis. Everybody is just
Oh, thank you
loving
guys.
you. Poshi saying love this. Nene's posting crowns. Vyagazi Dolonga is posting crowns. Look, Swazinkosi says, wow. Ah, thank you so much. We really
Thank you
appreciate
guys so
it.
much. I really
And
appreciate it.
thank you for those who stayed up and actually watched this, guys. Like, you know what? We
Thank
appreciate you
you.
guys so much.
Alright,
All
thank you so
right,
much.
that's a wrap from us. Have an evening further.
Bye, guys.
Bye. There you have it. There you have it. Miss Teenager South Africa, second princess, Nikwe Makondo. Ah, look, a beautiful, stunning, and intelligent lady that you've had on this platform. Oh my goodness. I have learned so much. Like, I have my little pearls of wisdom from our conversations, and I hope that you also took away your own pearls of wisdom in the process as well, because wow. Really had a great chat with her. Thank you so much for watching. Do catch up with us. Yes, Sunflower, the live will be saved. Um, do catch up with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can follow us, subscribe and like everything there on our YouTube channel, and watch all the other lives which you have missed. Just catch up, like have a catch up session, you know. Sit down, bona, binge watch on that channel of ours and enjoy. We really appreciate you guys, and do have yourself a pleasant evening further. Remember, we are back on Thursday. And look, we really appreciate you all. From me, Demu, and the team, it is good night and God bless. Bye.